Hi, it's Steve. Today we'd like to show you how to change a triple radian element on your range. It's a really easy repair. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we'll need to do is to disconnect power to the range. So either pull it far enough forward that you can unplug it, or locate your electrical panel, turn off the appropriate breaker, or remove the appropriate fuses. Once we've done that, we can start the repair. Now that we have the power disconnected to the range, our next step will be to remove the main top so that we can do this repair. It's held in place with 2 1/4-inch hex head screws that come up from the bottom and secure it to the oven body. To remove those, we'll need to open up the upper door and simply take those 2 screws out. Now with the 2 screws removed at the front of that main top, we next need to flex that top enough to lift it off of the 2 hinge points in underneath the console, and then we'll pull it far enough forward that we can remove the harness plugs and the ground screw. So simply lift up slightly on that top, lift up on one side, pull it away, do the same for the opposite side, and then just carefully pull it ahead about 6 inches, then we can get in behind and remove those harnesses and ground screw. So simply reach in and depress the 2 locking tabs for each of those harness connectors. Once you've unplugged them both, you'll have better access to that ground screw. It's a 1/4-inch hex head screw. Just remove the screw, make sure that the harnesses are clear, and then we're going to lift that main top up out of the way. We'll set it on a suitable work surface, and we can change out that element. Now with the main top removed, we've set it on a soft, flat surface. Now, first thing we'll want to do is to locate the mounting clips, which are a spring type clip, and take note of the actual position of those. All of the holes around the edge of the element are numbered, so just take note of the appropriate numbers for that particular element. Then using a pair of needle nose pliers, we're simply going to flex that little clip towards the center and up at the same time. And that will release the little barb on the end of it from the hole in the element. And just let it tilt back out of the way. Now next we'll need to remove the individual wires from the element. So you'll want to take note of the location of those wires so that we have them put back in the proper position. Now when removing the wire terminals from the element, we suggest that you either use a pair of needle nose pliers or a small flat blade screwdriver to pry them off. We want to be as least obtrusive with those terminal ends as possible so that we don't spread them apart and loosen them. Try not to wiggle them back and forth too much. Now with all of the wires removed, we're next going to carefully lift that element away from the surface, and then we'll clean underneath here and place a new element in place. Now with the surface cleaned up, we're simply going to carefully place that element into position. So we'll make sure that we line up the appropriate holes with the mounting clips. Then using our pliers, We'll expand that spring clip and then make sure that the little barbed hook fits into the appropriate hole on the element itself. Carefully reattach all of the individual wires to the appropriate terminals. And we need to make sure that they fit on nice and tight. If any appear loose, we'll take our needle nose pliers and just gently crimp the ends. And make sure the harnesses are tucked safely out of the way. Now that we have the wires firmly attached, we're going to take that main top, we'll set it back up on top of the stove, reconnect the wiring harnesses and the ground wire, and put it back together. Just carefully place that top back about 6 inches from the console. We'll begin by locating that ground wire and securing it to the metal bracket. We'll reconnect the wire harnesses. Make sure they're firmly pressed onto the connector, making sure that the locking tabs engage. And once we've done that, we'll need to make sure that these hooks at the top of that backsplash engage the pins in underneath the console. So having a firm grip on both sides of that top, we'll just tilt it up slightly. Make sure those hooks engage the pins in underneath the console. Ensure that both sides are engaged, and lower that top down onto the 2 strikes on top of the side panels. And then we're ready to reinstall the 2 screws along the front. We're now ready to push the oven back into place, reconnect the power, and your repair is complete.